Marie Henriquez came to the United States from Haiti with less than $150 in her pocket. After 22 years of hard work and determination, she finally opened her own restaurant. Every month for 2 years, Marie paid the landlord her rent on time. But one day, out of nowhere, she got a knock on the door. When Marie opened up the door, the gentleman on the other side handed Marie some legal documents. She started flipping through the pages with an uneasy feeling. And in that moment, Marie realized the property that she was running her restaurant out of was going into foreclosure due to her landlord's negligence. In 2 weeks, there would be an auction to find a new property owner. Marie frantically called the bank to see what she could do to save her restaurant. Marie asked, "Do you think maybe if I go to the foreclosure sale to tell whoever buys the property that I would be a good tenant for them by promptly paying my rent each month, that I could stay in the building?" The lady from the bank replied, "Ma'am, I don't think it's even worth showing up. Whoever buys that property is not going to keep your little restaurant in there." Devastated, Marie wondered, how can she continue to care for her 2 little boys when she had put all of her life savings into this property? But 2 weeks later, Marie decided sometimes you don't have to listen to what people tell you. You see, in life, there are people that are going to try to talk you out of your dreams. They're going to tell you it's not worth it to show up. Not knowing what else to do, in an act of desperate courage, Marie determined at a minimum she was going to at least show up and see if she could convince whatever big-time real estate investor to let her stay as a tenant on the property. When Marie showed up to the foreclosure sale, she was surprised to only see 2 other people there, the auctioneer and the representative from the bank. Now, before Marie realized what was going on, the auctioneer stepped up to the podium and said, "Ladies and gentlemen, we are about ready to start the bidding process on this property. And if you're here to bid on it, please raise your hand." So naturally, the bank representative raised her hand. Then Marie, who had no intention on bidding the property and did not even know how this process worked, decided to take a leap of faith and raise her hand too. The auctioneer began, "We are going to start the bidding process at $30,000. Can I get a 30,000? The representative from the bank says, 30,000. Even though she didn't know what was going on, Marie responded, 35,000. And the bank rep said, 36,000. And Marie counted 37,000. And this went on and on. They were in the 50s, then the 60s, and now the 70s. It moved over to the bank rep, and she said, 74,000. And Marie, still in the game, but with no money, responded, 75,000. And went back over it to the bank rep, and she counted 76,000. At this point, Marie figured she didn't have any money anyways, much less $76,000. So she thought, I'll have fun with this process. In doing so, she replied, $76,500. And this time, something happened. The representative looked down at her clipboard and did not make a counter offer. The auctioneer said, 76,500 going once, going twice, sold. Marie ended up winning the bid for the property in a single day. She went from evicted tenant to landlord. Here is where the real problem reared its ugly head. Marie now only had 1 month to raise the $76,000 $500 to pay the bank. Marie furiously called everyone she knew in hopes of raising the money in time. Slowly, over the course of 1 month, smaller and larger amounts started trickling in. But only 3 more days to go, Marie found herself $30,000 short of the purchase price. Then Marie started thinking, I put everything I had into this dream, but maybe it just wasn't meant to be. Then at the last moment, ring, 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 the phone rang. This would be the phone call that would change her life. On the other line was a dear friend of Marie's. This friend explained that she and her husband had been saving up money for a long time to purchase a house. After hearing several of Marie's voicemails, they wanted to help her out. Marie quickly replied, "No, I can't take this money from you. This is for your dream." Her friend gently responded, "We prayed about it and we wanted to lend you this money." The total was $30,000. It was just what Marie needed at just the right moment. In this life, there are times when you will wonder, why should I show up? Why should I keep working when it doesn't seem to bring any reward? Wouldn't it just be easier just to quit? But if you have a dream, keep working hard and go after what you believe in, especially when the world keeps telling you not to bother, not even show up. Don't listen to them, because with hard work, determination, and the help and encouragement of friends, family, and especially God, you can reach your goals if you just persevere and show up.